please rise for the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam, and Ava Dunca, Youth Governor of Guam.
Good morning.
Hafa I'm Joseph Shinahara, Director of Protocol here at the Office of the Governor. Welcome everyone to today's proclamation signing ceremony. We are delighted to have you here with us today proclaiming April 28th to May 5th, 2024 as Stewardship Week. At this time, I would like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam. And to her left, we have Ava Dunca, Youth Governor of Guam from the Academy of Our Lady of Guam. From the LGT Cabinet, we have Chief Stephen Ignacio, Guam Police Department, as well as Sage Ariola, the Youth Chief. From the Southern Guam Soil and Water Conservation District, we have Mr. Michael E.D. Uggan, Chair. And from the Northern Guam Soil and Water Conservation District, we have Mr. Joseph Santos, Chair. Also, please give a round of applause for all of the leadership and directors joining us today from the Soil and Water Conservation Districts of the North and South. Also, for all those from the Department of Agriculture joining us today, thank you. Also, those who are tuning in here at the Adelup large conference room and everyone on the YouTube Live, thank you for joining us today. I would now like to invite Mr. Michael E.D. Uggan, Chairperson for the Southern Soil and Water Conservation District, for his opening remarks.
Good day, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this momentous occasion as we gather to commemorate the signing of an important proclamation. Today we come together to affirm our support and commitment to conservation stewardship and efforts to protect our natural resources. We'd like to thank our Maga Haga Leon Guerrero for signing this proclamation recognizing Stewardship Week. Governor, you have always supported our mission and all the efforts that we've been doing over the last several years, and we want to thank you for making this a good, being the leader that Guam needs in sustainability. Thank you, partners, for always coming there and coming and supporting our work. Everything that we've done, we've always included, and we always considered your side of this conservation effort. Every year, make a priority to celebrate Stewardship Week, and this year is the first time that the districts are able to host multiple activities throughout the week. I want to thank the Northern and Southern Board of Directors as well as their staff. Some of the events include workshops on feral swine trapping, community tree planting events with the Department of Agriculture, public service announcements with KUM featuring experts offering tips on how to be better stewards of our forests. Also, the Southern District will be partnering with UOG to sponsor the Bernard Watson Scholarship, as we will be launching the NACD poster photo contest in Guam, and we hope to enter the national competition in the coming year. For the first time that will happen, yes. Thank you for joining us to share this important moment, conservation on Guam. Let us continue to work together to protect our island's natural resources and promote stewardship amongst our farmers, landowners, and communities. Sijulas Mansi.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. And my apologies, I would also like to recognize Colonel Joseph Carbolito, Police Commander, and his counterpart. As well as our partners from the University of Guam. Thank you for joining us today. I would now like to give the floor to Mr. Joseph Santos, Chairperson, Northern Soil and Water Conservation District, for his remarks.
Thank you, governors, Lou Yongoro and Governor Ava Punza, Dunca, okay. Yeah, and thank you, partners, and for also coming to this momentous occasion. Conservation of soil and water resources is important to the sustainability of agriculture and our Guam Island environment. Soil and water resources are under immense pressure due to our ever-increasing population growth and in-migration to our island. This year's national theme is "May the Forest Be With You Always," and that's where the poster contest is coming in terms of allowing our kids to participate in it. It's a K to 12 event. Emphasizes that trees are vital to our survival and quality of life, especially on an island environment where we don't have a lot of resources available to us. As the biggest plants on the planet, they absorb carbon from the atmosphere, stabilize the soil, filter water, and provide healthy habitat for wildlife, and offer many additional benefits for nature, people, and our tropical island biodiversity. Not only is it necessary to protect existing trees and plant new ones, but it's also important to advocate and educate about trees and forest conservation to our Guam families and our Guam community. This year's theme, "May the Forest Be With You Always," signifies our commitment to responsible forest stewardship, emphasizing our enduring strength and adaptability and our ability to protect our island from invasive species and unchecked development. The annual Stewardship Week serves as a powerful reminder of our personal responsibilities to safeguard our precious natural resources. The theme underscores the critical interplay between soil and water conservation and the resilience of our forest jungle. Forests play multifaceted roles in sustaining our planet, serving as sources of oxygen, carbon storage, and vibrant hubs of biodiversity. They function as steadfast protectors of soil and water resources, preventing erosion, purifying contaminants, and nurturing healthy watershed, and most especially the protection of our northern aquifer. In today's context, marked by environmental challenges, resilient forests are indispensable in fostering a sustainable world, especially on Guam, where we have a lot of, in the northern area, there's a lot of development, and we're not necessarily planting the trees to make sure that the area is taken care of in terms of controlling erosion. Throughout Guam Stewardship Week, the Guam Conservation Districts actively participate in various ways to celebrate and promote these vital natural resources. The Guam District shall conduct outreach and education, as what mentioned with the Chair Ugin, engaging communities through initiatives such as the annual poster contest for students from kindergarten through 12th grade, the opportunity to showcase their artistic talents while conveying essential messages about conservation in this year's theme. By the way, there's a monetary amount assigned to each of them by the districts for each school grade in terms of them winning the contest. And then you go up nationally to the Washington, D.C. to get an award should you win on there for representing Guam. The Guam Conservation Districts will include workshops and community events such as the feral swine management and trapping for April 30th, 5:30 p.m. in the Adelup Farmers Co-op, and May 1st at the Inalahan Mayor's Office. Tree planting events at the Adelup Village Park, partnered by the Island Grow Power and the Northern Guam Soil Water Conservation Union. We're also planting trees in the Gado area in southern Guam. Stewardship Week serves as a collective effort to emphasize the importance of preserving and protecting our environment. It is a time to reflect our shared responsibility and celebrate the value of our halamtano while inspiring action for their long-term well-being. By coming together and celebrating Stewardship Week, we ensure that these resources continue to thrive for generations to come. Viva Guam.
Thank you. I would now like to give the floor to the Honorable Lourdes A. Yongro, Governor of Guam, for her remarks.
Thank you, Joe. Sidus Masi, welcome to our Northern Southern Conservation District board members, and also, of course, our forestry leader in the Department of Agriculture, and of course, Chief and others who are very, I think, focused on preserving Mr. Santos said, the soil and the water. And, you know, as I was listening to Ike and Mike, I get very comforted by the fact that there's a lot of activities going around within our community that work towards conservation and preservation. This last couple of weeks has just been about that, with, of course, our very successful Island Sustainability Conference. Some of you may be there, were there, and also, of course, the conference on energy, that GPA, where they are going to be focusing very aggressively on their mandate to have renewable energy, 100% renewable energy by 2045, and they're on their way. So it gives me great comfort that we as an island are really have gone a long way just this last 5 years in trying to get community awareness out there, from the elementary level all the way up, and your activities going out into the schools for workshops, and the art, using art as a medium to promote education and awareness, I think is very strategically in the right direction, because I know education takes a long time, and we need to be persistent, and we need to be patient. But I can see the results over this last 5 years on how we're really more focused on conservation, protection, sustainability, and so forth, because of all the hard work that you do out there. I remember, I think a couple of years, we did tree planting in Paseo, and I planted a tree. I have to say my tree no longer is there because of the typhoon, right? But I'll tell you, I walk there almost every other day, and I see the progress of my tree. And I compete with my tree and the one lieutenant governor, and he's winning. His tree is living, which is good, right? But I think I need to plant another tree. Yeah, I'd love to plant another tree there. But just that very, very routine or very small thing of planting a tree, I think gives our community a lot more of, more ways to conserve, and more ways to say, hey, let's all get together and, plant trees, because you're right. The oxygen that comes from the tree that nourishes us. And the other thing is soil conservation too, soil erosion, because that protects our coral reefs. And our coral reefs are being impacted by climate change. And the more we prevent erosion, and the more we can make these trees, and I know you guys do a lot of work in the southern area too. And I know also with the military, development that they have a really active reforestation program where they take the trees and plant it elsewhere in their property. So the keenness, the awareness, the education is working. And I just want to thank all of you for your patience, for your efforts, for all that you do to make it happen, because like we said, we just proclaim Earth Day today in the last proclamation, where we are now very much focused again in protecting our Earth and our planet. It all comes right from little things all the way up to global, to the protection of our planet, our universe, our Earth, and our islands. So thank you. I can't say enough about the efforts and the work that you do. Is very much appreciated for our island, for our people, and for generations to come. So sejus masi. And we are going to help you in your feral, I know that's a big concern. Not just even farmers, and also individual homes now. Yeah, it's a big problem. And I know that even the federal government is helping us do that, and here. And by the way, the feral, they're invasive species. They are not really indigenous species of Guam. So Yeah, thanks for that, Mike, and your team for making that happen. So, Sidus Masi, and an honor for me to proclaim April 28th to May 5th as Stewardship Week. Sidus Masi.
Thank you, Governor. And now for the reading of proclamation and signing. Reading today's proclamation is Martha Tenorio, District Director of the Southern Soil and Water Conservation District.
Proclamation number 2024-39. A proclamation of the Governor proclaiming April 28 to May 5, 2024 as Stewardship Week. Whereas during the National Association of Conservation Districts, NACD, 69th Stewardship Week, our island joins the nationwide recognition of the ongoing push to conserve our natural resources and highlight the power that all individuals have to improve our environment and the world around us. Whereas this year's theme, May the Forest Be With You Always, underlines the vital connection between the conservation of soil and water and the impact it has on the health of our forests. Whereas our island's forests are crucial in sustaining a rich biodiversity and are home to diverse wildlife and plant life, forests are a reliable source of oxygen and carbon storage, protecting soil and water resources from contamination and erosion. By recognizing the significance of sustainable practices and conservation efforts in our forests, we can benefit both economically and ecologically from maintaining their health. Whereas our island can benefit through effective conservation practices to ensure quality living for those in our community and a protected environment for our island's soil, water, plants, and air. And whereas, as we celebrate Stewardship Week, we are reminded of the interconnection between our community and our rich environment. As stewards, we have an individual responsibility to cultivate and conserve our island's natural resources. Together, we can make a profound impact by not only ensuring that our natural resources can thrive, but that it will also be accessible and prosperous for generations to come.
Now, therefore, I, Ava Dunca, Youth Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam, amended, do hereby proclaim April 28th to May 5th as Stewardship Week. Further, hereby together with the Youth Segundo Magahagan Guahan Molly de la Cruz, cause the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed in the city of Hagåtña this 19th day of April of our Lord, 2024.
Viva!
Thank you so much, Ava. Governor. Thank you all for joining us for today's proclamation signing. This will conclude our event. And for all those who are joining us on YouTube, thank you and have a great weekend. Can we get everyone